Fire Officer Examination 100 Mock Questions.
Part 1.
One. Descriptive of materials that are easily set on fire. A. Combustible fiber. B. Combustible, flammable, or inflammable. C. Combustible, liquid, and Class D fire. D. Corrosive liquid. B. Combustible, flammable, or inflammable. 2.
Bureau of Fire Protection was formed by virtue of A. ROS 6975, B. ROS 4567, C. ROS 9514, D. ROS 6973. A. ROS 6975.
3.
All but one can compose the first responders in an incident. A. Hazmat team. B. Police. C. Firefighters. D. Media. A. Hazmat team.
4.
Is a process of obtaining information about a building or property and storing the information in a system readily available as reference during emergencies and/or incidents. A. Size up. B. Pre-incident planning. C. Fire suppression. D. None of the above. B. Pre-incident planning.
5.
Arrange the following in accordance to prioritization of life safety hazard. 1. School. 2. Nursing home. 3. Hotels and rooming houses. 4. Public assembly occupancies. A. 1 to 34. B to 314. C to 134. D. None of the above. C to 134.
6.
This type of occupancy requires a special pre-incident planning with the concept of defend in place and is equipped for horizontal evacuation. A. Healthcare facility. B. Public assembly. C. Educational. D. Mercantile. A. Healthcare facility.
7.
Fire is defined by the Fire Code of the Philippines as A rapid oxidation process, which is a chemical reaction resulting in the evolution of light and heat in varying intensities. B. The active principle of burning characterized by heat and light of combustion. C. An exothermic chemical reaction that emits heat and light. D. All of the above. A rapid oxidation process, which is a chemical reaction resulting in the evolution of light and heat in varying intensities.
8.
Is the transfer of heat via heat waves. A. Conduction. B. Convection. C. Radiation. D. None of the above. C. Radiation.
9.
When carbon monoxide is absent in the blood of the dead body found in a burned structure, this will be strong, circumstantial evidence that the person A. was dead before the fire began. B. was killed by someone else during the flame. C. was alive before the fire. D. died due to suffocation. A. was dead before the fire began.
10.
Preparation to set a fire. It is designed to feed the fire as rapidly as possible when ignition device is lighted. A. Plants. B. Trailers. C. Accelerants. D. Fuel. A. Plants.
11.
Means employed to pacify the fire. A. Fire prevention. B. Fire safety. C. Fire control. D. Fire suppression. D. Fire suppression.
12.
An act of removing fire hazards from the building. A. Clean. B. Abatement. C. Inspection. D. Renovation. B. Abatement.
13.
A kind of fire extinguisher which is non-combustible and non-reactive with most substances. It provides its pressure for discharge from storage cylinders or extinguishers. A. Water fire extinguisher. B. Carbon dioxide fire extinguisher. C. Dry powder fire extinguisher. D. Metal sand extinguishers. B. Carbon dioxide fire extinguisher.
14.
If conflagration is only the means of killing the victim, the crime that you have to file is A. Arson. B. Murder. C. Murder with arson. D. Arson with murder. B. Murder.
15.
The killing is murder when the offender, after killing the victim, cut off the head and limbs and opened above the body to remove the intestines of the deceased. What circumstance qualified the killing? A. By mockery at the corpse of the victim. B. By outraging or scoffing at the corpse of the victim. C. By inhumanly augmenting the suffering of the victim. D. By employing means to weaken the defense. Correct answer is B.
16.
A strong oxidizing organic compound which releases oxygen readily. A. Organic peroxide. B. Hypergolic fuel. C. Dust. D. Fire trap. A. Organic peroxide.
17.
In arson investigation, the constant temperature at which the vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to the atmospheric pressure is called A. Fire point. B. Boiling point. C. Flash point. D. Flame pressure. B. Boiling point.
18.
Which of the following circumstances is an indication that the fire was intentionally set? A. Buying of lighters. B. Suspect's financial difficulties. C. Heavy particles in suspect's house. D. Removal of valuable articles. D. Removal of valuable articles.
19.
Is the crime of arson consummated even if the fire had just started and only a very small or insignificant portion of the house was damaged? A. Yes. C. No. B. Possible. D. It depends. A. Yes.
20.
In fire query, the burning of a low-grade heavy oils or resinous on tarry materials with reasonable air forms suit is called A. Manganese, B. permanganate, C. Lampblack, D. carbon lock.
C. Lamp black. 21.
The fact of having set fire to some rags and jute sacks soaked in kerosene oil and placing them near the wooden partition of the house should be A. Frustrated arson, B. Consummated arson, C. Attempted arson, D. Malicious mischief.
A. Frustrated arson. 22.
Is the number of suspects in the case of arson material in determining the penalty? A. It depends. B. Sometimes. C. Yes. D. No.
C. Yes. 23.
What is the percentage of water and foam in a FFF? A. 96% water and 4% foam. B. 96% foam and 4% water. C. 60% water and 40% foam. D. 50% water and 50% foam.
A. 96% water and 4% foam. 24.
Also known as on-the-spot planning, this is the process knowing the emergency situation. A. Pre-fire planning. B. Evaluation. Size up. C. Evacuation. D. Rescue.
B. Evaluation size up. 25.
The fuel is comprised of normal combustible materials, such as wood, paper, fibers, draperies, and trash. It requires saturation by water or water fog. A. Class A fire. B. Class C fire. C. Class K fire. D. Class B fire.
A. Classifier. 26.
Fire stage that has the highest rate of intensity. A. Incipient. B. Free burning. C. Smoldering. D. Initial.
B. Free burning. 27.
Decomposition of matter in reaction to heat. A. Thermal balance. B. Oxidation. C. Burning. D. Pyrolysis.
D. Pyrolysis. 28.
Known as the Fire Code of the Philippines. A. Ross 6975. B. Raw 9163. C. Raw 9514. D. PD 1613.
C. RA 9514. 29.
What is a normally open device installed inside an air duct system which automatically closes to restrict the passage of smoke or fire? A. Fire exit. B. Damper. C. Fire trap. D. Fire alarm.
B. Damper. 30.
Heat transfer that occurs in fluids. A. Convection. B. Radiation. C. Conduction. D. Electrolysis.
A. Convection. 31.
It refers to the size of fire, which is determined by the size of flame and the area of fuel that is burning. A. Temperature. B. Heat. C. Intensity. D. Magnitude. D. Magnitude.
32.
The burnt pattern in woods indicating the spontaneous and intensive burning has occurred. A. Alligatoring. B. Discoloration. C. Collapse. D. Charring. A. Alligatoring.
33.
Which of the following should be performed first in conducting fire investigation? A. Secure the fire scene. B. Photograph the facade. C. Pacify the fire. D. Conduct search. A. Secure the fire scene.
34.
System of interconnected pipe that supplies water for fire suppression system in a particular installation. A. Wet pipe. B. Dry pipe. C. Standpipe. D. Sprinkler. C. Standpipe.
35.
Most arson cases are proved by evidence rather than that direct evidence. A. Circumstantial. B. Documentary. C. Testimonial. D. Physical. A. Circumstantial.
36.
When carbon monoxide is absent in the blood of the dead body found in a burned structure, this will be a strong circumstantial evidence that the person A. Was dead when the fire began. B. Was killed by someone else during the blaze. C. Was still alive before the fire. D. Died due to suffocation. C. 80%.
37.
If combustion waves propagate at supersonic speed, a shock front develops ahead of it to produce A. Explosion. B. Detonation. C. Conflagration. D. Big fire. A. Was dead when the fire began.
38.
What is the enclosed space of passage that extends from floor to floor as well as from the beseto, the top of the building? A. Vertical shaft. B. Sprinkler system. C. Standpipe. D. Flash point. B. Detonation.
39.
Refers to the breaking of pieces of the surface of concrete, brick or cement due to intense heat. A. Crazing. B. Alligatoring effect. C. Spalling. D. Fire. A. Vertical shaft.
40.
Refers to the breaking of pieces of the surface of concrete, brick or cement due to intense heat. A. Crazing. B. Alligatoring effect. C. Spalling. D. Fire. C. Spalling.
41.
The cause of the majority of fire death is underscore. A. Infection. B. Shock. C. Burns. D. Asphyxiation. D. Asphyxiation.
42.
The cause of the majority of fire death is underscore. A. Infection. B. Shock. C. Burns. D. Asphyxiation. A. Bite back.
43.
A fatal condition that takes place when the fire resists extinguishment operations and becomes stronger and bigger instead. A. Bite back. B. Backdraft. C. Flash fire. D. Flashover. B. Combustible liquid.
44.
Any liquid having a flash point at or above 37.8 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. A. Flammable liquid. B. Combustible liquid. C. Boiling liquid. D. Fire point. C. Flashover.
45.
This is a term used to describe heat transition which occurs in the development of a fire when, for example, most of the entire combustible surface within a room is heated above their ignition temperature at the same time. A. Ignition. B. Starter. C. Flashover. D. Intensity. C. Carbon monoxide.
46.
To prevent the fire from rekindling, looking for remaining sources of ignition such as embers, open flames, sparks among debris. Making the area safe and habitable. Gathering physical evidences among debris to determine cause of the fire. A. Ventilation. B. Extinguishment. C. Overhauling. D. Salvage. C. Overhauling.
47.
The heat energy derived from nuclear energy by splitting of atoms is known as A. Fission. B. Radiation. C. Ignition. D. Fusion. A. Fission.
48.
A popular chemical element used by the arsonist to hide the odor of flammable liquids. A. Sulfides. B. Nitrates. C. Sulfur. D. Ammonia. D. Ammonia.
49.
Adam already placed gasoline-soaked rags beside the wall of Happy Ending Spa, but was caught becurred before he could strike the match to burn the building. William committed arson at what stage? A. Frustrated. B. Attempted. C. Belated. D. Consummated. B. Attempted.
50.
Highly flammable chemicals that are used to facilitate flame propagation. A. Trailer. B. Gasoline. C. Accelerant. D. Plant. C. Accelerant.
51.
When a particle follows a smooth path through a gaseous flame. A. Laminar flame. B. Turbulent flame. C. Premixed flame. D. Diffusion flame. A. Laminar flame.
52.
This is the normal, common behavior of fire in a building. A. It moves vertically. B. It has a circular movement. C. It only moves horizontally. D. It has a circular movement while moving horizontally. A. It moves vertically.
53.
Descriptive of any material when by its nature or as a result of its reaction with other elements promotes a rapid drop in temperature of the immediate surroundings. A. Dust. B. Oxidizing material. C. Pyrolysis. D. Cryogenic. D. Cryogenic.
54.
A building unsafe in case of fire because it will burn easily or because it lacks adequate exits or fire escapes. A. Fire hazard. B. Fire trap. C. Firewall. D. Fire lane. B. Fire trap.
55.
It is the activity of protecting the properties from preventable damage other than the fire. The steps are A. Remove the material outside the burning area, and B. Protecting or cover the materials by using tarpaulins. A. Salvage. B. Confinement. C. Rescue. D. Retrieval operations. A. Salvage.
56.
It is the operation of removing, extricating, thus saving people and other livestock from the burning building and other involved properties, conveying them to a secure place. A. Rescue. B. Salvage. C. Evacuation. D. Overhauling. Aid rescue.
57.
The amount of heat necessary to convert solid to liquid. A. Specific heat. B. Latent heat. C. Heat of combustion. D. Heat of fusion. A. Specific heat.
58.
Matter made up of very fine particles and condensed vapor as a result of combustion. A. Fire. B. Flame. C. Heat. D. Smoke. D. Smoke.
59.
Which among the following is commonly used in fire-resistant materials? A. Asbestos. B. Diamond. C. Asphalt. D. Cotton. A. Asbestos.
60.
Changes whereby heat is absorbed before the reaction takes place. A. Endothermic reactions. B. Exothermic reactions. C. Oxidation. D. Combustion. A. Endothermic reactions.
61.
A device used by arsonists to spread the fire within the room or throughout the structure. A. Accelerant. B. Plants. C. Trailer. D. Wick. C. Trailer.
62.
Lowest temperature of a liquid in open container at which vapors are evolved fast enough to support. Continuous combustion at ignition temperature. B. Kindling temperature. C. Fire point. D. Flash point. B. Kindling temperature.
63.
The temperature at which flammable liquid form a vapor-air mixture that ignites. A. Ignition temperature. B. Kindling temperature. C. Fire point. D. Flash point. A. Ignition temperature.
64.
A device used by arsonists to spread the fire within the room or throughout the structure. A. Accelerant. B. Plants. C. Trailer. D. Wick. C. Fire point.
65.
Lowest temperature of a liquid in open container at which vapors are evolved fast enough to support. Continuous combustion at ignition temperature. B. Kindling temperature. C. Fire point. D. Flash point. D. Oxidation.
66.
The temperature at which flammable liquid form a vapor-air mixture that ignites. A. Ignition temperature. B. Kindling temperature. C. Fire point. D. Flash point. B. Combustion.
67.
An exothermic chemical change in which a combustible material reacts with an oxidizing agent. A. Thermal balance. B. Thermal imbalance. C. Combustion. D. Oxidation. A. Flashover.
68.
Rapid oxidation accompanied by heat and light. A. Pyrolysis. B. Combustion. C. Detonation. D. All of the foregoing. B. Backdraft.
69.
An occurrence when the heat has brought the combustible portion of the ceiling to their ignition temperature. It is A. Premixed flame.
70.
An explosive condition in the smoldering phase of fire. It is a result of a sudden introduction of oxygen. A. Flashover. B. Backdraft. C. Thermal balance. D. Thermal imbalance. B. Fire hazard.
71.
Underscore is exemplified by a Bunsen-type laboratory burner, where hydrocarbon, any substance containing primarily carbon and hydrogen, is thoroughly mixed with air before reaching the flame zone. A. Premixed flame. B. Diffusion flame. C. Laminar flame. D. Turbulent flame. B. Calcium.
72.
Underscore is any condition or act that increases or may cause increase in the probability that fire will occur, or which may obstruct, delay, hinder, or interfere with firefighting operations and the safeguarding of life and property. A. Fire trap. B. Fire hazard. C. Fire risk. D. Fire threat. B. Containment.
73.
What substance is burned when there is a bright reddish-yellow flame? A. Rubber. B. Calcium. C. Manganese. D. Nitrogen products. D. Exposure.
74.
This is the activity of restricting the fire at the place room where it started. The process of preventing fire from extending from another section or from one section to another section of the involved building. A. Fire control. B. Containment. C. Ventilation. D. Exposure. A. Cooling.
75.
This is the activity of securing other buildings near the burning structure in order to prevent the fire from the extending to another building. A. Fire control. B. Containment. C. Ventilation. D. Exposure. C. Yellow.
76.
Method of extinguishment by reducing the heat to below the ignition temperature. A. Cooling. B. Smothering. C. Blanketing. D. Starvation. B. Lines or areas of demarcation.
77.
What color of smoke is present when the materials burning are phosphorus, vegetable, or hay? A. Black. B. White. C. Yellow. D. Blue. D. Sprinkler system.
78.
These are borders defining the differences in certain heat and smoke effects of the fire upon various materials. A. Surface effect. B. Lines or areas of demarcation. C. Fusion. D. Charring. B. Crazing.
79.
An integrated network of hydraulically designed piping installed in a building, structure, or area with outlets arranged in a systematic pattern which automatically discharges water when activated by heat or combustion products from a fire. A. Vestibule. B. Vertical shaft. C. Standpipe system. D. Sprinkler system. A. Refining.
80.
Refers to the cracking of glass into smaller segments of subdivision in an irregular pattern. A. Alligatoring. B. Crazing. C. Charring. D. Spalling. Beat hypergolic fuel.
81.
A process where impurities and/or deleterious materials are removed from a mixture in order to produce a pure element of compound. It shall also refer to partial distillation and electrolysis. A. Refining. B. Smelting. C. Oxidizing. D. Fermentation. A. Overheating.
82.
A rocket or liquid propellant which consists of combinations of fuels and oxidizers which ignite spontaneously on contact with each other. A. Cryogenic. B. Hypergolic fuel. C. Corrosive. D. Combustible. Beat fly.
83.
The increase or rising of amperage while electric current is flowing in a transmission line resulting to the damage or destruction of insulating materials may be gradual or rapid, internal or external. A. Overheating. B. Arcing. C. Sparking. D. Induced current. D. 15.
84.
What is the upper section of an extension ladder? A. Top. B. Fly. C. Butt. D. Extension. C. Pyrophoric.
85.
How many percent of air is needed to sustain combustion? A. 20. B. 30. C. 10. D. 15. B. Firewall.
86.
It is any substance that ignites spontaneously when exposed to air. A. Cryogenic. B. Hypergolic. C. Pyrophoric. D. Flammable. B. Firefighting.
87.
It is designed to prevent spread of fire. A. Fire trap. B. Firewall. C. Fire protection. D. Fire hazard. A. Chemical energy.
88.
It is an activity intended to save lives and property. A. Fire protection. B. Firefighting. C. Fire inspection. D. Fire prevention. B. fire partitions.
89.
It is the most common source of heat in combustion reactions. A. Chemical energy. B. Mechanical energy. C. Nuclear energy. D. Physical energy. B. Ember.
90.
These are installed to separate areas of hazardous occupancies from areas of ordinary or light hazard occupancies that resist the passage of fire from one area to another. A. Firewall. B. Fire partitions. C. Fire building. D. Fireproof wall. D. Raise the alarm.
91.
It is a hot piece or lump that remains after a material has partially burned and is still oxidizing without the manifestation of flames. A. Arc. B. Ember. C. Damper. D. Duct. D. Numbers of incendiary.
92.
The primary course of action in case of a fire. A. Pack up and flee. B. Run for your life. C. Call an ambulance. D. Raise the alarm. B. Fire alarm.
93.
Responsible for the inspection of all compliance of provisions of the Fire Code. A. BFP Chief. B. Mayor. C. City, Municipal Fire Marshal. D. Chief, Fire Safety Enforcement Section. D. Chief, Fire Safety Enforcement Section.
94.
Means employed to pacify a fire. A. Fire protection. B. Fire control. C. Fire suppression. D. Fire inspection. C. Fire suppression.
95.
It is performed to assess the safety of an installation from destructive fires. A. Fire protection. B. Fire control. C. Fire suppression. D. Fire inspection. D. Fire inspection.
96.
A building must have this design, which is used a continuous passageway for transmission of air. A. Exhaust system. B. Duct system. C. Fire exit. D. Damper. B. Duct system.
97.
What type of ladder is best suited for firefighting operation involving high-rise building? A. Attic. B. Extension. C. Aerial. D. Hook. C. Aerial.
98.
An instance that may cause fires from the heat accumulated from the rolling, sliding, or friction in machinery or between to hard surfaces, at least one of which is usually a metal, is called a static electricity. B. Overheating of machine. C. Friction heat. D. Heat from arching. C. Friction heat.
99.
An extensive fire that destroys a great deal of land or property. A. Conflagration. B. Burning. C. Fire. D. Combustion. A. Conflagration.
100.
After the firefighting operation and fire out has been declared, what is the first thing that a fire prober must determine? A. Look for survivors. B. Search for debris. C. Locate the point of origin. D. Established corpus delicti. C. Locate the point of origin.
Comment your score.
Study smarter, not harder. Subscribe for